Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to just talk about men and boys, because the reason why I want to talk about that is because I don't know, maybe it's me. I'm just noticing like a trend that's going on in entertainment or whatever. But I notice how there's not that many inspirational figures for men and little boys to look up to. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's feeling odd. All this women empowerment, women don't need no man thing or whatever and stuff like that. That's fine and all, but can we do a little reverse? Can we do a little reverse? Can we do men power? Can we do men don't need no woman or something like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then the reason why I'm saying that is because all the stuff that y'all that is not, that used to be, look up to for a man, is now all of a sudden toxic or something like that, toxic masculinity or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of lost and confused on it, because it's been like, almost a decade or close to it, where we've had nothing but female empowerment things going on for females. And there's nothing wrong with that. I am not shaming or saying that we shouldn't have it, but all I'm saying is I would love to see a little bit more for the little boys and the men or whatever, stuff like that. I mean, for God's sakes, you got Disney. Like, one of Disney's famous things was Disney princesses, and yet Disney's talking about, oh, we need to empower women or whatever and stuff like that. First off, Disney, have you not seen Disney Channel? Have you not seen most of your Disney movies? Most of the leads are female. It ain't nothing but female empowerment. You have a franchise called Disney Princesses. I'm just being honest. You have a franchise called Disney Princesses. Like, there's plenty of female empowerment, little girl things and all that kind of stuff. Is the same thing with on Disney Channel. There are plenty of little girl shows that star females mostly. I haven't seen a show that starred a boy since what? Corey in the House, I believe. Because Austin and Ally was co-lead. Let's see. To be honest, I really couldn't think of any male-led series, really. No, most of the shows were female-led. So, even with the ensemble cast, you still focus mostly on the female. And again, there's nothing wrong with that, but it is costing at the cost of the male characters, because you either make them boring, perfect, or stupid. And when I mean perfect, I mean they're just there just to be a face, for the girl to be the love interest or whatever. You never give any real depth into them or anything. And it's just weird, to be honest. Like, Jesus Christ. And then when you do bring in a male character, you got to associate him to a female. We're going to do a James Bond movie, but we're going to have a woman in the role of James Bond. I mean 007, because it's a mantle. Like, no, it's not. It's been here since the 1930s. Like, stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, for God's sakes, DC comic books haven't had a Superman movie yet, but we had 3 movies featuring Harley Quinn ass. Make that make sense in the DCEU. And we haven't had a solo Superman movie since Man of Steel. Again, make that make sense, because we don't want to see that. They don't want us to see that. I'm kind of confused. I am literally kind of confused on this whole thing, where I'm not saying that you can't do empowering women things, but I feel like you're letting the men and the boys fall by the wayside just to kind of prove a point. And it's kind of weird that you have to make the males stupid or incompetent in order for the woman to make her look strong or powerful or whatever, when you don't need to. It should be an even split with the characters. But notice, I mean, like, literally, what is the little boys looking up to? Really? Because it's nothing but mostly female-led movies. I mean, shows, movies, whatever. And even then, when ensemble cast, it's still mostly focused on the females. And then when you do watch the show where the male is supposed to be the main character, usually he's serving it to a woman. It just doesn't work like that in real life. And y'all keep doing that in some kind of fantasy utopia that just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. And it's okay that it doesn't work, but y'all gotta figure out something. Y'all gotta figure out something. This ain't the business, to be honest. Like, I don't know. I just feel bad because I'm looking at shows, and literally most of the shows are female led. And like I said, even if there is an ensemble cast, it's still mostly focused on females. Like, matter of fact, when has there been a Disney movie that actually had a male lead? I'm just being honest. I'm really being honest. There hasn't hardly been a Disney movie or a show that focused on the boys without treating them like they were stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for the male to be the strong guy, the guy that saves the day, the guy that saves the girl or whatever and stuff like that. This whole women don't need no man nonsense needs to stop. It needs to stop. Because you're teaching boys and men like they don't need to, like, why put any time and effort or care into women when y'all told them that they don't need no man? So now a lot of men don't give a damn, doing whatever they want to because they don't have to. You done showed them that they don't have to. They don't have to deal with the opposite sex. And then you're pushing the same sex agenda, sort of. I know some people want to be like, ooh, you're reaching. Not really. We are literally going back and retroactively taking characters that clearly were attracted to the opposite sex and like saying, now all of a sudden they're part of the LGBT community because, we need diversity. And now we're even taking the women, the characters where the women used to be white characters, right? And now we're like, ooh, that's problematic. Let's race swap them because, so the little black girls and minority kids can finally see themselves on the big screen, as if there hasn't been plenty of movies starring people of color before 2016. That spits in the face of all the legends, all the black legends, all the Asian legends, all the Latino legends who paved the way before to make it possible. It's just weird. It is weird. This thing just makes no sense. I'm just saying, I just fear that we're in a place where we're tossing men aside like they're nothing. Like they're not meant to be on planet Earth or something like that. I mean, at this point, I fear like one day they're gonna create ships. They're gonna create a ship, and what they're gonna do is all men are going to have to go to another planet because Earth is just not for you. It's for the women. So y'all need to go to another planet. Figure it out. It's almost like some segregationist thing kind of going on. But like I said, I want men to have these characters to be inspired by them. Yeah, you damn Skippy. Let's be inspired by people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Henry Cavill, being Superman or whatever, stuff like that. Iron Man, Batman, James Bond, 007. It's nothing wrong with being inspired by manly men who are traditionally masculine men who, save the day, do the work, put the time and effort in there, and get the girl, and save the girl when she needs to be saved, and be the rock and the foundation of the family. There's nothing wrong with that. But we gotta figure out something, because like I said, it's getting kind of depressing. It is getting depressing to keep seeing this all the time. That's all I'm saying. Hey, it is what it is. But I just hope that it'll be changed, because, like I said, maybe it's just me. I'm quite sure other people can probably see it too. But I just feel like we're doing so much women empowering that we're leaving the men behind because of, I don't know, some kind of male guilt for how men been acting over these past couple of for past histories or whatever. It's the same thing with white guilt or whatever, stuff like that. Like, I understand you guys want to, change the way things happen or whatever, but you got to do it in a way where it's not at the detriment of another person, another race, another culture. And that's the problem that I'm finding, is they're doing this at the detrimental of men and little boys. But that's just me. I'm just saying, like, I just kind of want to see more inspired heroes for men, and I want sometimes it's okay for men to have men things, or little boys to have things for boys. You don't always need to include everybody under the spectrum. It just doesn't work like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's all I'm saying. But those are my thoughts. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.